When things really went wrong in Apollo 11, the astronauts had this switch to get them out of really, really bad trouble. It's the backup to the backup to the backup. And we're going to explain that today. This program is brought to you by a great group of Patreon subscribers. Go to our Patreon page to read more. Join our Patreon supporters and get exclusive content and product discounts. For this issue, we go back to the Apollo lunar lander, and we're going to finish up on panel 8, which is explosive devices, with the last switch here, the stage relay switch. Now this was the backup to the backup to the backup for another reasons. The NASA really liked having many ways to get things done because those astronauts were way out there. So when you click on this switch, the stage relay switch page comes up. And what the stage relay switch is used for, it's used for manual separation of the interstage structural connections, nuts and bolts, then umbilical severance, cutting cables, for between the ascent and descent vehicle of the lunar lander. Fire activates the explosive devices that separate the descent and ascent stages. The switch is used only when staging is desired without firing the ascent engine. In safe, it removes power from the valve. So when we come down to the general section, which is, we go into the subsections, we scroll down here a little bit, and we get to, the stage sequence relay system A and B component caution lights. Now what happens is when the caution lights come on, that means that there is an inadvertent charge of one of the sequencing devices for the separation. And here you see all of the components that could set off the relay for the exploded bolts. So when the caution comes on, it means that, hey, we got somebody, part of the system is saying to fire, but we're not really sure we want to do that. So what this switch does, though, what the switch does is actually saying, yeah, we want to fire, there's a problem with the system, so we're going to separate the systems. And when we separate the systems, then we'll be allowed to fire the engine and allow the separation between the ascent and descent vehicle if there's like an abort and we have to get out of there, or if they're taking off. So that's what the switch is. That's all for this week. If you would like to use this interactive virtual reality exhibit on the command module, the lunar module, and the surface of the moon, just go to our Patreon page and the link will be down below.